Alrighty, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a quick little tutorial on how to set up your Google Docs and how to allow it for online collaborating between other people that you're sharing the doc with. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your Gmail account and you're going to go to your Google browser, and right here where you see these 9 little black and white dots, you're going to hit on that and then you're going to go to your Google Drive. Okay. And what you're going to do is you are going to create a new document. So you're going to come over to New. Now you also, let me give this little comment. You also might have something like Google Docs already on here, and that's fine. You can click on that too. It'll still look the same. Okay. So I am going to pull up, and I'm going to pull up my Google Docs. Now, it seems like on this account, I have the older version. So what it's actually going to ask me to do is to create a new one. Yours might have a red plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner, and you click on it. Once you click on it, you're going to get to this sign, okay? And so basically what you're doing is now you are going to create your document. And what you may want to do is, just like you said, well, let me make this a little bit more realistic. You're going to insert a table. Maybe you're going to say the person responsible, the activity, due date, or when it was completed, whatever. Okay, and so you are going to, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to make it a color. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I'm going to make it a color. I'm going to make my bold. I'm going to put it in the middle. I'm going to change my font. I think you get the idea there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going, one thing that I wanted to show you right up here, how it says Untitled Document, okay? I can name it here, okay? I can just click on it and name it. Or when I go to share it, it's going to say, do we want to name it? So I'm going to say shared to-do list, okay? And so I'm going to save it. If you notice, now up in my top left-hand corner, it automatically named it that. One thing that I really like about Google Docs is that it's not going to forget to save. I can't tell you how many times I was working on something and something happened, the electricity went off, maybe I closed it out and I forgot to save it and I lost my work. Google Drive will not do that. If something like that happens and if you didn't get a chance to name it, all you would do is you would go down and you'd look in your drive, and I'll show you that in a minute, and you would look for Untitled Document, or you could come over here and look for something that you created recently, okay? So then what I'm going to do here is I am going to share it with who I want to share it with. And I can even add a little note. Here is the to-do list. Please add to it as you see fit. Okay? Now, one thing I'm going to show you right here, where I'm circling, you are giving them the opportunity to edit it, meaning they can read it and they can make corrections. You're giving them so that means they can change something you've done. They can add to the original document. You're giving them permission to comment, which I'll show you what that looks like in a minute, or you're just giving them permission to view. If you're wanting to keep the template, I would always make it to where you are telling them they can only view it, because what that's going to do is it's going to force them to make a copy, which I'll show you in a minute, and then they'll make the changes to their copy, but you still keep the original. So if you're wanting them to edit right onto the document, then this is what you choose. If you just want them to leave little notes on the side and you add to the document, then you're going to put comment. If you're wanting them to only be able to view it, they will make their own copy. They'll add their information to their copy, and then they'll share their copy with you. Then you would put to view. Okay, so we're going to put edit, and I'm going to hit send. And then what that's going to do is that's going to go to those people's Google accounts in their Drive, and a little email will pop up, and it will say, let me show you. Here's my email. Let's see if I have something that just came in. And what will happen is that there'll be something right here saying you have been given, you've been shared the to-do list. You've been given privileges to edit it, and it tells me who actually shared it with me. Then I can just open it up and I can go from there. Okay? Now, let's go back and let me show you another way that you can do that. You can share if you want to get a link, a web link. So maybe you're not sure other people have Gmail or whatever, and you're wanting to post a link that you want people to be able to access. Then you would come right here and you would actually get a shareable link. Here is the link to this particular document. That means anybody on the web or whoever you give access to will link it through this web address. Now, right now, I have it. Anyone with the link can view it. I can click here, and I can say anyone with the link can edit, anyone with the link can comment, anyone with the link can view it. If you want more options, click more, and now I'm going to make it public on the web. Anyone with the link can view it. I'm only going to give it to specific people. So that's kind of an important thing. For me, if I create it within my school account, it'll say right here, anyone within the Mexico School District can view it. So then I would come here and I would choose anyone with the link, especially if I want people outside of the school district to be able to access it. Okay, so I hope that answered something. Now let me show you where you would go. Before I do that, let me show you the difference between your comments and your editing and so forth. Okay, so say that I opened this up and I was given it to me. Okay, here I'll actually pull it up from that account. Remember, here it was, and so here is my to-do. If I open it here, it's going to save it in my docs in my Drive, okay? Both places. Here it is. This is what was shared with me. I have been given full privilege. I can edit, I can comment. And I know that because I have my editing tool here and I have my commenting tool. If I'm going to edit, that means I am going to change. I can edit the document directly. I can suggest some things that need to be changed, or I can put this little icon right here that shows if I do something, this icon will show up that'll tell the original person who created it that I've done one of those things, okay? The next thing would be comment. Let's say, I might say, I'm going to highlight what I'm making a comment on. I'm going to say comment, and I'm going to say might want to make font smaller so it fits on one line. Okay? Then I put my comment. So when I go back to my original, it pops up and it shows that I actually made that comment. Okay? So there's here it is. Okay? This is the one that I actually went into. This is the original. So it kind of shows that my comment was there. If I fix it, then I can hit resolve and it goes away. Okay? Another important thing that you may want to look at, as you have, see this little green icon right here? It shows that Casey Eckelmeyer is in it. As you have more people on the live document, you're going to see some little boxes up here. You don't see that with me because I'm the only one on it. But if other people were on there, you'd start to see either their picture icons that they have associated with their account, or you would just see a colored box. And that'll just let you know who's actually on it at the time. Okay? Now, where to find it? So if I go to File, that's not what I want to do. So let me open this back up. Okay? I'm going to come back into my drive, say that I've closed it out, I'm done with it, and I want to go back later and add to it. I look for my little box. If you can't find it, just open a new tab and it'll pop up. Go to my drive or open your Gmail and it'll pop up. That's what I usually do. And it'll be in one of two places. If you saved it to your drive or if you created it, it'll be in your drive. If someone created it and shared it with you, it'll be in Shared with Me. Okay? And you can always look for it under Recent. Okay? And here is my shared to-do list. So if I were here, my drive, and you can see these were all things that I might have not saved with a name on it, and it shows up in Untitled Spreadsheet. And if here's my shared to-do list. And then I can open it up. Okay? So I hope this has helped you. If it hasn't, just let me know, and I'd be more than happy to answer any other questions.